Well, good morning. Headed down to Gulf Shores. My neighbors rented a... Let's try this without these glasses and see if the blue tint that goes away. My neighbors rented a place down in a condo down in Gulf Shores, so I was able to get reservations at the state park in the Gulf. So I'm going to spend 3 days down there, get to see the pretty white beaches, and then head over to Pensacola to Fort Pickens National Park. RV park there and our campground, and we'll get to see the Pensacola area. So it'll be fun. Stick around. We'll get to see the Gulf of Mexico and the white sandy beaches, and the pretty white sandy beaches, and Fort Pickens and the Gulf State Park. So, and have fun with the neighbors. So, see you later. I got set up at the Gulf State Park here in Alabama. Nice park. Got a lot of sights. Tough getting in here though. They're pretty busy. They look pretty full up. They had some trails going around through the swamps. Scott told me that you go out on the one trail and you're just about guaranteed to see an alligator. So, and assorted other wild critters. I'm a little disappointed though. The local shower and restroom was closed. That's probably some kind of COVID thing. But anyway, a big place to stay and visit with my neighbors and go out on the sand, the beaches, beautiful beaches. Might take a walk down one of these trails here. See if anything comes up. Turned off of the fallow or tallow trail onto the bobcat prong. I think that's what they said. Bobcat branch. So some frogs skirting across the water. Still haven't seen any gators yet, but some big frogs. Little green frogs around the camper this morning. It's been a good trip so far. Really enjoyed it. This is a nice park. Nice campsites, reasonable. State park. It's tough getting into though. They have a lot of reservations, and I see why. Well, here at Alligator Marsh, don't see any gators. A lot of little water lily type flowers, or lily pads, whatever. But I'm sure they're in here. Smart, they're in the shade. It's getting warm already. It's 9 o'clock. Rick, say hello. Beverly, say hello. Diddy, Laura, where are we at? We're at Paradise. And Brian's around here somewhere, and Nico's up in the room. There's the condo they rented. One of them. A view from the 11th floor of the island tower. Lori's out there somewhere. I'm trying to find her. I'm about to head out there. I just stopped over and took a shower. What is it? There may be alligators in this area. Please be aware of your surroundings. I guess they don't want you to go in there checking it out. So what do you think it is? A sculpture?
It is.
Yeah. On our way to Pirates Cove to get our cheeseburger in Paradise, we had to check out Barber Marina and view the dinosaur statues as well as the fountains placed all along the entryway. Stopped at Pirates Cove for a cheeseburger. Excellent. The bushwhackers weren't bad either. Here on Roberts Bayou. Out from the Gulf. Talk about laid back.
in memory of Paul Mueller, 1941 to 1997. Through this toilsome world, alas, once and only once I pass. If kindness I may show, if a good deed I may do to a suffering fellow man, let me do it while I can. No delay, for it is plain I shall not pass this way again. Dedicated by his family and friends. Semper Fi.
Well, no trip to the Gulf is it's complete without a trip to Floribama. Do a little lunch here. Setting up for bingo. Got the fans going, trying to keep it cool in here. This is the main bar. Strings of discarded bras, brassieres. The stage. This is air conditioning here. We should have came in here and ate. Oh darn, we missed the bikini final, September 4th. Tribute to the services. Well, headed over to Pensacola and to Fort Pickens. This is Orange Beach, just about to the Florida state line. Cross over there. A few bridges, and then we'll be headed towards Pensacola. And of course, if you're going to Pensacola, you have to stop at Joe Patty's by King Joe. Oh, they're redoing those houses across the road, looking pretty good. Joe Patty's. There's this big shrimp boat. I guess he started out making those, and then just decided to start selling shrimp. We'll go in and get a couple of pounds of shrimp and grill it up over at Fort Pickens. Should be a good dinner. Got 2 pounds of the extra large peeled into vein. That ought to work, huh? Got 2 pounds of the extra large peeled into vein on the grill. Yeah. Oh, Pensacola Beach. Looks a lot like Gulf Shores. Back behind me there's a bunch of high-rises and some shopping districts. Headed over to the west end of the island, to Fort Pickens, the campground. It's pretty interesting. Margaritaville Beach Hotel. The National Seashore. This is the way it all looked back in the day. A lot of sand. At the end of the road, and here's the fort. Fort Pickens, 1834.
Made it to Fort Pickens after a 2-hour drive from Gulf Shores, arriving about noon. Since the park has a 2 p.m. check-in time, I decided to tour the fort. Built in 1834 with slave labor, the only military engagement was with the Confederates, who occupied the 2 nearby forts during the Civil War. The fort did, however, house imprisoned Apache warriors, including Geronimo, for a few years in the late 1880s. The Apaches were later relocated to Oklahoma.
So we have Fort Pickens on this side, Fort Barrancas, I guess, Barrancas on that side. And fire, if somebody tried to get up in the bay, they had a field day. This is where we came across Gulf Breeze, and we came across the toll bridge, and all down the seashore. Well, the second day here in Fort Pickens campground, Santa Rosa Island. Had to change sites. Evidently, I only made the reservation for 1 night. Thought I did it for 2, but they had this site, A23 was their last site, and Lupe was open, so I just switched over today.
The sites are $40. Of course, with the El Senor card, it's $20. Water, electric, and a pump out station. Across the road from the campground is the boardwalk that takes you to the beach. It's a distance of about 1/8 of a mile. It's a nice little walk. Beautiful beach.
I think way off in the distance, I'm sure you're not going to be able to see it on this camera, is Orange Beach. And it comes around, or maybe Gulf Shores and then Orange Beach. But maybe a couple dozen beachgoers. Just beautiful white sand. Nice day, but they were warning us about a tropical depression developing. Might be headed this way for the next couple of days. But I'll be out of here tomorrow anyway, so hopefully Brian, Lori, and Nico are coming over. We're going to go see the Navy Museum on the base, on the naval base there. The climate's quite something, so hopefully that'll come off. It's been a good trip down here just for a quick getaway. Naval Air Museum. Thanks to Nico up there. Must be hellfires on the end of that thing, huh? And we have planes. Three motors. I think that's a Ford tri-motor. R5 tri-motor. 9 Ford tri-motor aircraft went into service with the Navy and Marine Corps. Flying Tigers. This place just goes on and on. A view of the Coronado from the second story. Huge aircraft. PB-2Y. Blue Angels. Well, headed back from the beach. Headed home. They came out with an email today at Fort Pickens and said time to leave. They cancel all the reservations for the 27th. I guess this tropical depression might turn into a hurricane. Sounds like it's going to hit New Orleans, but for precaution's sake, they're telling everybody to go. And I was headed out anyway, so hit a little bit of rain headed out, but it's clearing up now the further north I get. Just about back to 65, so had a good time. They got to joke around with the neighbors, and Brian and Lori and Nico and Bev and Rick and Dee Dee had a great time. Nico took us over to the Air Museum there in the Naval Air Station in Pensacola. That was a sight. And got to see Fort Pickens, so pretty good trip. Coming up, I got to get home, get packed up, and head over to Cedar Point to take the Luke and James to Cedar Point, April and Jeremy. So that'll be a good time. So stick around. See you later. Bye.